right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing the long-range Saarebas build. I started making the video, then I realized I did not explain any of these abilities for the people who don't normally use them, so I had to redo it and actually explain it, because that'd be a poor guide if I don't explain it. Um, Barrage, self-explanatory. The first stage is ice, second is fire, third is lightning. The upgrade just makes it random but deal more damage. The curse of, again, can't pronounce it. Opening is fire damage, 200% damage for 8 seconds. It freezes them, so if you have let's say, an arcane horror, right? This would be good to take it out because it will do the 200% weapon or fire damage per second on top of freezing them per second. And then the finishing stance is what we call the boss killer, the dragon killer, any high health killer, as long as it's not electric. The target takes 8% of its current health as electricity damage every second. Itawa, my favorite, also called the Sith ability, 500% where is it? Electrical damage, in range of 7 meters around as well. The flow stance is 400% fire damage and panics them. That's really good for. This one's really good for dealing with despair demons. You pop the opening and then the flow, and if you're on the right difficulty and you're able to do the damage, you should be able to kill one despair demon with both of these. And then the finishing is just that blizzard for 8 seconds. The upgrade just increases it by 3 meters, so instead of 7, it's now 10. I got all these passives, 400% explosion damage, and then you draw upon your staff's elemental charge. So if I were to run a lightning staff, the Idawa would do now 600% weapon damage. But now that I'm running an ice staff, my cold or the freezing would do 400% there. Now this ability I haven't really used too much, so bear with me on it with this video. An icy stone. So all these do 400% weapon damage, as you see. An icy stone that does cold damage. Two lightning charges that paralyze. The second discharges if it hits the primary target. And then the finishing, you hurl 3 flaming stones into the air while they rain down. So between all of these, you have an amazing arsenal of elemental damages. And then just the impact detonator. All right, now we can get into our weapons. I decided I was going to run the Kingfisher only because I don't think everyone has a hack on, and this is meant for beginner guide anyways. So Kingfisher is going to be the nice middle ground, I guess, between damage and survivability. Armor, whatever your best armor is, I have on the Drake skill with 32 and 32. Accessories. I run the stagger belt on all 17 of my characters, as well as my physical immunity amulet and 2 crit damage rings. Again, whatever your best stuff is. We are going to be doing a dragon, so I can show you how to use the curse ability. If you guys have any questions about this build, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comments or pop into my Discord and ask me. Or if I am live on Twitch, just pop in and ask me there too. I forgot to turn down the dialogue audio. Oop, I'm so used to having the frickin' fade step there. My apologies, guys. So really, there is no way to open with these, like for me, I'll do this, the Idawa, just because, and then another Idawa just to kill them type of thing. And then I'll throw an Idawa up there to aggro these guys. But if you aren't strong enough to take all the damage, just be careful. Okay, so that didn't do too bad of damage. Idawa, and then see how this one's low. We'll do it on that one to blow it up to do damage to the horror behind it. And then you can just pop your barrages whenever. Honestly, there really is no like do it this time, do it that time. It's just really on feels with this build. This one's a little bit weirder for me to play because I'm not used to it per se. But let's see here. This is see. Let's see. I would normally run the Atlox first and get rid of it for like when they surround me like this. But I guess the first stage of the Idawa works too for that. I don't think there's a large or a nug. There was a large creature. So here, I'm probably gonna get. So here we're gonna do that to panic them, and then we're gonna throw one of these down. I'm gonna take some damage here. Did not think this through. That's alright. See, even with my constitution, I still take damage if I want to. I'm just not playing this build correctly. It's still new to me, so still working out the kinks. But it's more, this isn't my playstyle, so that's another reason why it's not the greatest for me. I hit the wrong button here. Okay, guys. I didn't want the ice one. There we go. Yeah, I'm just messing up my buttons right now, and that's the only reason I'm taking all this damage. But we'll get it on the next zone. And I believe this one's fire. Yes. See, that's why I don't really use a gap. Oh, Lee cow, that's a lot of people up there. So now we can do this to get rid of all those archers from shooting us. Then drop that one on it. Then other Idawa, the third stage. Start doing damage over time. There we go. These hyenas are being a pain. You can always drop the blizzard one around you if you're getting surrounded. That kind of helps as well. But that's why I usually have some sort of melee build or like some sort of close quarters with her. Like the Atlox burst. Like for me, if I were to build this for myself, I would get rid of the Gatlock burst, this one on B here, and I would use what you call it? I would use Atlox burst instead of just on the right side. But we're getting it. And drop this. Thought I was on the first stage. My bad. Here we go. A little rough in the beginning, but we got her. Notice how I didn't really use my Y there, the curse. Again, it's mainly meant for single target, high damage. You know, that's why I don't really use it. Like, so the best way to use curse, in my opinion, is if you're getting carried, so to speak, and you want to help out killing the dragon, that's what I would recommend using. Because no matter what your willpower is, that ability, everybody does the same amount of damage because it's percentage based on your what you call it, on the damage. It's not willpower based. I'm gonna try to take out these knights as fast as possible. Normally I wouldn't basic attack them, but it's just this low. There's another knight there. See, then it's great to take out if they're vulnerable, beautiful. If they're not vulnerable, it takes a little bit, but what can you do? So we'll pop this one here. We'll pop that one. We'll leave that one for a little bit, and then we'll do this. panic them. Then here we can put the blizzard down. Start aggroing them. So after this, I will show you guys the next upgrades I would get. Because you want to get those two passives where you're immune to all the knockdowns and all that. I couldn't get it on here because I'm level 12. I will say this build, most of the builds I make rely on heal on kill, which kind of sucks, but that's just the state of the game, I guess. That Kingfisher putting in the overtime with that pole, that was beautiful. Target priority would obviously be shields, anything that can knock you down, stun you. But it's hard when it's just you by yourself. But obviously, play with people if you have them. I'd say open it up to public, but sometimes you're better off playing solo than playing with some newer players that don't know what they're doing. And nothing against them, they're new, you know. It just sometimes it, slows the game down. And if they have a mic, it makes it so much better because you can explain to them. But enough of my ranting. Let's continue on with the video. What door is that? Warrior door. The cool thing about the upgraded barrage is that there's only one or two enemies left. It will usually just target that one enemy and then still do that 100% extra damage. Alright, that's zone 2 done. So used to being able to slide. Could be the nug here. Notice how I really haven't been basic attacking very much with her. You're really focused on her abilities. I just basic attacked the horde just to get rid of it because I didn't want to deal with it. Alright, looks like the I was gonna get that mage door, but I realized it was. Let me log onto it. There we go. I realized it was a free door, and I really was trying to get a guardian to show you the curse, but we'll have to wait. That's why that stagger belt comes in handy, guys. That assassin just tried to jump me and got jumped himself. Yeah, my health is dropping a lot, but that's just mainly because I'm not running barrier. I would run barrier. I just don't. Not anymore. Oh, come on, guys. Stop it, please. It'd be nice if you left me alone. I see more of these. Drop this one. That's not what I wanted, but that works. Okay. I thought I was in the second stage, not the third. Oh, we got a lovely time here. Sir. Be nice if you would leave me alone. That not mean for that, but that. Ooh, excuse me, Jesus, fuck. That works for the other guys. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a powered up freaking horror. I'm not playing this the greatest either, and I apologize for that. Here we go. Just do one of these. Also doesn't help. I only have 10% heal on kill. Alright, this is going to be fun here. I'm going to have to hit him with one of these, lock onto him. That's another little trick you can do. You can lock onto somebody and then move behind a wall and still be able to do your abilities. I'll just basic this guy down. This is where the Atlock's burst will come into handy because of the fire damage, but this works too, just not as effective in my opinion. But okay, yeah, where's that knight? There it is. This one you'll definitely have to do a lot more angling if you're playing solo. Okay, I thought I hit. Okay, I'm probably gonna die here. Oh, I got lucky. All those missed. I was thinking this guy's getting freaking powered up, and these guys powered up are no joke. Forget about that ability. Damn it. See, the thing I like about the leap is if I hit a wrong ability, I can cancel it. But here, once I hit the wrong ability, I'm fucked. You could substitute barrages for the rings if you felt like it. If you felt like this attack speed is a little bit slower for you guys. There's a lot of substitutions you can do, but this is a purely long range build. Like for me, I would substitute, like I said, the Gatlock's burst on my B for the Atlock burst because I prefer that ability. But this is just, you know, like a, what's the word I'm looking for, a suggestion build, an idea, if you will. Must be an assassin. Nope. Okay. And that round took the length of both those rounds earlier. Yeah, I really haven't been using my barrages or my what you call it either, so my curse. So to me, like that's like two wasted abilities that I could be using for something else. That's why I don't really do this build, but you guys asked for it, so it is being done. This one I really gotta focus on the knight. I don't really care too much about the supplies. Please aggro the top up there. There we go. Nope, that archer's still not aggroed. Beautiful, beautiful. Think I might have to go and kill that knight up there. It's all about the funneling, boys and girls. Come on, guys. What you doing? Normally, I wouldn't suggest being out here, but I decided to just push up just because. Pop this, and it's basically the end of the round, anyways. Reason I popped that rock armor tonic was so they don't hit me for this 100 that they have been. They actually hit me for a decent amount now. Well, reverse decent amount, I should say, because decent amount is like 200-300, but I'm just basicing these guys because they're the last two. Alright, now for the final ability. So I usually just do all three of them just to be safe. The third one is where you do the damage. See, 96,000 right there. 65, like, look at it. It's just chunking. And it's literally just percentage based, so you don't even have to worry about coming here. I can even put another one on if I wanted to, but then you'll notice it'll do a lot more, or a lot less damage. Now we'll do, oh, I can't even see the damage numbers from down here, but I'm not gonna even bother with that, but yeah. So that's why, like, I'm saying if you're getting quote unquote carried and they ask you to bring a barrier Saarebas, I would throw in the curse just to help them out, make it a little bit faster at the end, you know? Obviously, don't let the fire hit you, but there. All right, so grab that. So now let's go into the other. So the abilities you'll need if you don't want to get knocked down are this one here, and then this one here. So what you could do if you felt like it is not upgrade the barrage and then get at least this one at level 12. So I would recommend getting that one, but then you won't have enough to get here. So it's kind of annoying, but that's why did that one build where what you call it? I think it was the first build I did where I did the rings, the barrier, the outlock first, and it gave me enough points to get both of those for you guys. But so if you get those, if not, I would get the guard smasher. What it is not, and then if you want, you can go over and get outlock burst, and then this one, the power of the dead. I only have 2 points left. I might as well just get these two. And then obviously the last points. If you get 17, go down and get from knowledge strength every time you get a kill. Increases your health stacks to 50. So I believe you have an extra 500 health if that math is correct. Obviously these are just increased damages, makes it easier to kill people. But all right, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this build. Like I said, it's an interesting build. It's nothing. It's not my favorite, but you guys wanted it, so I made it. Um, but yeah, just let me know. Constructive criticism is always helpful. I just want to thank you guys all for watching and have a wonderful night.